people who thank the devil but work for him. To Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that they have what it takes to sustain fire. So now that you are born again, the next stage is a stage of empowerment. You need power. That whether you like it or not, your own time will come. Your own day will come. Your day of manifestation will come. It is not playable. It is not avoidable. It must come. And you shall receive power. So after believing is a realm of power. You are pencil in the hands of the Creator. What makes you feel that He will use you for a wrong purpose? No blessing on its own works until the carrier, the recipient, begin to work. Nothing works until the carrier, the recipient, work. Right? Part Teri. Exploit part Teri. Exploit part Teri. Media, help me here. Give me a better ushering sound. Oh, Spirit of God. Exploits. I said to us last week and upper week, I've been explaining the very key word exploit. I said to us that it's important that we understand that exploit is our inheritance, is our birthright. Are we together right now? It's our birthright. It's something we have authority over. You don't need to beg. Tell your neighbor you don't need to beg. Tell your neighbor you don't need to beg. You don't need to beg. It's your inheritance. Exploit is that God has given unto you. A certain ability that God has blessed you with. A certain ability that God has blessed you with. Exploit is an ability to produce extraordinary results. Said to us that human beings produce normal results because by the capacity of the human nature, they don't go beyond certain levels. Am I communicating right now? For instance, you cannot be here and be at home at the same time. True or false? Because your body does not have that power to be present at all places. But we have a spirit. This is where the supernatural comes now. That you could be here and this brother's life, something that happened while he was at the age of 6, the spirit will take you there, brings information to your notice, and you will tell him, even without knowing. That is no longer a normal ability. That is no longer a described human capacity. That is a supernatural. Supernatural means it is beyond the natural, a super of the natural. Does it make more sense now? Does it make more sense now? So I said to us that exploits cannot be given to people that has ordinary mindsets, because what you will get is results. Tell your neighbor results. Tell your neighbor results. You will get human results, physical results. But when it is no longer just ordinary results, it is beyond the result of a man, you call it exploits. You call it exploits. We call it exploits. Years ago, we were brought up and we were told stories of people in Benin, people in other countries and even African nations, where giants rose up. We are uprooting palm tree to sweep outside. Have you heard stories like that? Have you heard stories like that? That giant human beings that were extremely big, they will uproot palm trees, and I didn't say the leaves, I'm saying the whole palm tree, they uproot it to her. And they begin to use it to sweep their compound every morning and all of that. You can imagine the strength. Some of you, even the fruits, if I say carry it, you will use both hands. Because as long as that thing is very heavy, you will be very careful so that you don't injure yourself. Am I communicating here? But these are things that people do again and again and again. It is not in your capacity. That is why you are wondering. It's in their capacity you become a daily routine. Am I speaking to somebody right now? But God wants you to understand that this year, there are so many things that are needing attention. There are so many things that need attention, and they cannot be given attention and they remain the way they were until there is an exploit that breaks out. You will still maintain your present level. Am I talking to somebody right now? Am I talking to somebody right now? For example, we all sleep but wait on Yahweh to wake us. We all eat, but wait on Yahweh to give us growth. We all at various points in time know where our capacity ends. And that is what God said this year, that your capacity has ended. Or even if they allow you to use your capacity again, what do you think you will produce? You will produce your version of 2024. You will still produce your result of 2024. And it will just be an extension of 2024. But God in his mercy has ordained that this year become a year of exploit. A year of exploit. I said to us before, last week, I said there are things that we need to know about God. That people do not understand their God. The Bible says, they that know their God, they shall be strong and shall what? And they shall do exploit. The people that know their God, and I challenge every one of us, what did you know about God that the man of God did not preach? What are those things that you think you know about your God that it was not a result of a Bible study from a group? It was not a result of what they said. It was not a result of the children ministries teaching. It was a result of your personal work with God. What did you know? What did you know? What did you know? The ones that are seated here, if you begin to shake your heart, you will be surprised that 80%, if not even 100%, of all that you know about God are something that you heard others say about God. It usually used to be the God of Abraham. But when Isaac came, Isaac did not anchor on the God of Abraham alone. He also carved a God for himself. Who was Abraham? The Bible says he was a man that God spoke to leave his father's house, his mother's house, to the land that he will show him. This is a man that have never seen God walk in that manner before. He doesn't even know God. He suddenly had a voice that get out from your father's house. Get out from your mother's house to the land I will show, not a land that I'm showing you to go and confirm. A land you have never been to, and you don't have a clue. Imagine him approaching his people, approaching his parents, approaching who he stays with, and say to them, I am going or I'm traveling. Okay, wonderful, you are a man. At least we respect you. But where are you traveling to? The man walks around and said, I don't really know. He said, just I had the voice telling me to enter a golf bus, and straight he's going to show me the way. How does it sound? How does it look like? How does it look like? Say some persons will sit there and say, if it is me, I will still follow God. Have God not instructed you to extend the fasting more than 6 o'clock? He said, well, I don't really sure whether it's my mind. When it happens to you, it becomes your mind. When it happens to others, you believe them. He was able to trust God on the land he had no clue about. And the Bible said for that reason, God counted it as a righteousness. So what does that tell you? I'm taking my time to break it down. What does that tell you? He told you that he was able to carve out a relationship of trust with God. From that day, he became the God of Abraham. From that day, he became a God of Abraham. And the Bible says Isaac did not just anchor on the faith of his father. Isaac also had an encounter with God. Had an encounter. Also had a relationship with God. What about Jacob? So you think it's a mistake? You think it's just a name we pour on God? The God of who? Abraham, Isaac, and what? And Jacob. The God. These are people that personally know God. The Bible said, and Jacob said, the Lord was in this place, and I knew not. The Bible said that night he had an encounter with God. This is Jacob now, who had an encounter with God at a night. He said, all were sleeping, and he entered into a place, and he said, let him rest his head on a particular location. And as soon as he closed his eyes to sleep, he said, suddenly he saw that heaven were open, and it's as if there was a ladder that reached from earth to heaven. Read your Bible very well. He said, and he saw angels ascending and descending. Ascending and descending. Right at that time, how many men have seen that? He saw what God did to his fathers. He saw what God did to his immediate father. He saw the blessings that they inherited. But yet, that was not enough. He needed to know God for himself. People that know God for themselves, they can never be normal. I'm telling you. So when he saw angels ascending and descending, he said, no. If one of these angels are ascending and descending, it's just a matter of me holding on to one. Me too, I will ascend. Am I speaking to somebody right now? And the Bible says he met with one. And he said to them, he said, I will not go unless you bless me. He said, let me be you. I am not here. I'm not, no, let me go. And he dragged with the man from that time to almost the break of the dawn. This is why I urge you, don't go and calculate how many hours of prayer you want to pray this night. Go and be unleashing your heart. Go and pour out your whole heart before God. It's not an hour issue. Am I speaking to somebody right now? It's an issue of tangibility. It's an issue that there is something to show for that transaction that you have or that time that you spent with God. The Bible said, he said, I'm not going until you bless me. And they dragged and dragged and dragged and dragged till the break of the day. And the angel said, okay, what will I do? He said, what is your name? He said, what is your name? He said, my name is Jacob. He said, my name. He said, okay, from now onward. Before that, there was a dislocation at this certain locket. Am I speaking to somebody like that? Because of this constant dragging and dragging and dragging and dragging and dragging, he said the angel struck him and his joint dislocated. That means there was a pain he felt sharply. It's like a bone breaking or what you call a bone shifting. That was what he encountered while praying. Let's put it in that practical point. Sometimes we fast and hungry wants to kill us. It is not you that just started it. Even Jacob also experienced it. Why in the presence of God? Am I speaking to somebody right here? The Bible said on that point, he said, I go not. Because it's not the pain that we came to collect. It is answers that we came to collect. It's not the hunger of fasting that we want to show. It is answer from the fasting that we want to get. Am I speaking to somebody right now? It is taboo that you are on fast and you watch movie comfortably. It is a taboo that you are on fast and you keep malice with others. It is a taboo. You have led a heavenly transaction to a earthly transaction. You are no longer dealing with spirit. The Bible says when they were sleeping, the young man Jacob was transacting with the angel. I go not. He said, you can never, I can't like that. I cannot sleep. Listen, when you see God, hold him tight. When you have an opportunity to know God, hold him tight. If they tell you that you are overdoing, if they tell you that this you and your church, holy church Christian, tell them you don't know my God. If you know him, you will know that I have just started. Let no people make your relationship with God small. Somebody say, I hear. Stepped in that place, sat down and waited. Said, I go up here. My God. As the Bible said, as soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth a child. Ladies and gentlemen, it is on the other side of where you are afraid to enter. That is where your breakthrough lies. It's on the other side where you are afraid to take a step. I can say categorically, Satan is not powerful. You only use powerful men to become powerful. Satan is not strong, but he uses the strength of a man to execute his own intentions. I want you to know that as soon as he began to pray, as soon as he stayed there, he said, okay, what do we do? At this point in time, take. Your name shall no longer be called Jacob. Your name shall be what? Israel. He said, now you are talking. Now you are talking. Who told you that God does not answer prayer? Did you pray? Say, yes, I prayed and prayed. Imagine Jacob living there because angel told him to leave. No, sir. No, sir. He said, whether it's Jacob now, he met the person physically. He was able to wrestle with him. Did you remember the Bible said there was a woman? He referred to her as a widow. He said she was not having anybody to help her. Her husband is dead. In fact, the people that came and killed her husband, she knew them. Am I speaking to somebody right now? And the woman met with the king and said to the king, "Oh king," the Bible says, he said that king does not have regard for a man or fear God. Am I speaking speaking to somebody right now. He said, but the woman still went ahead and took to the king. He said, okay. He said, please avenge me of my adversaries. The people that kill my husband, they shall know no peace. The Bible said the first day it was like a joke, nothing happened. He kept on pressing, she kept on pressing. The Bible said the king became tired. The king became tired. The king became tired. The king became tired of seeing her face come again and again. He said, what? Listen, what shall be done unto her? He said, automatically the king out of, because he is weary because of her. He said, let it be granted. There are things that you don't get from prayer of the one. You will get them from prayer of 21. As Daniel. You may not get them on the 1, on the 2, on the 3, but wait until you continue in that frequency to the 21. If heaven will not burst open, if heaven will not look upon your affliction, am I speaking to somebody right now? Let the man with the greatest hunger, let him win. That is how heaven works. Let the man with the greatest hunger. It is not what you deserve in life that life gives to you. It is what you demand. Am I speaking to somebody right now? It is not your turn that makes this to happen. It is the ability to demand. How do you demand? Is to place demand. Is to be concentrated on it. Is to be focused on it. I don't know what you are struggling with, but check if you have all the focus that is required. Huh? The people who know their God. The people who do know their God. You are going to a battle that your father fought, yet he died being poor. Your mother fought, died being poor. Who told you that you just need education? Who told you that you just need education? I don't know where the uneducated people, who told you that because you did not go to school, or because they did not go to school was why they did not make it? Sometimes some things are beyond the ordinary. Some things are beyond what you think. I have seen people who have no educational background, but yet they have what we call wealth. Am I speaking to somebody right now? So I'm saying that it could not just be because they did not go to school, Master. Because school does not really automatically give you money. It is no. School does not print money and give to you. Everyone that has graduated, you are entitled to money. I have never seen a law like that, and I don't think it exists. But it is answerable to the individuals that went from or came from school. Am I speaking to somebody right now? On your graduation day, all they will do to you is congratulations. Give you some papers that were ink printed, and they say go into the labor market. Go and begin to look for things yourself. The graduates are looking for money. The ungraduates don't look at that English. The non-graduates, they are still looking for money. What is the difference? The difference is that one has the capacity to understand. Maybe one do not understand yet. But both of them are at the same level. Sometimes, usually, and most of the time, when you start something new, you don't usually have result to prove that you are on the right path. Am I speaking to somebody? There are seats here, there are seats over here. You don't have what it takes to prove that you are on the right path yet. Am I speaking to somebody right now? But when you continue on it, you have more than enough results. See, people that do know their God. This year, there is only one thing I have, is to stay with Him. Is to know Him more. The more I know You, is the more I want to know You, Jesus. More of You. This is me. This is us. This is me. This is us speaking now. I am not. See, I have no pain. I know pain. Listen. I may not know Him more than some of you here. I may not know it like others, but listen, to a proportion, I know pain, I know tears, I know disappointment, I know agony, I know all of those things. I know a proportion that befits me. I have seen things that bust my tears out. Listen, I thought I was strong until I see problems of life, and you are holding me not to know God. Ladies and gentlemen, what have I not known? I have seen what devil can do. I have seen what he has put me through. Why do you deprive me from not knowing God? I am telling you, if you have passed through pain, it's enough reason and a motivation to press on to know God. You don't sit down there and say, Lord, you know all things that has happened. If this really pains you, you must come out from them to tell us the real story. I've seen pain, no. I've seen pain. I've seen pain. I've seen pain. There were days that I preached. It is later I remember that tears burst out. I've seen pain. No. When you see people that rise up, it's not a mistake. I have seen pain. And when I see all it takes to know God, that life has presented, I will choose God again. I will choose it again. What did it profit me when I had pain? It is dangerous to be painful because you become a terror. Sometimes some of you, the version you are right now is a version of the wound the last pain dropped. If they tell you years ago you will behave like this, you will never believe. But when pain comes, some of you that are soft will be automatically strong. You will be wicked in heart. And even when you know what you are doing is wrong, but what you have felt will not allow you to subdue that anger. Some persons are walking with 12 years anger. They smile every day, but they don't know they are crying. I've seen pain. Maybe not like you. Maybe yours is more than mine. Maybe you have seen more than I can see. But I can tell you that there is no pride in it. There is no glory in pain. There is no joy in pain. I'm telling you, there is not even one. Not one single joy in pain. If Jacob realized what he did, Jacob was the one that was blessed now. But he has been running with the blessing from his brother. He has been a thief. He has been one running up and down. What is the essence of that? You are a destiny child, but there is nothing to show for it. He knows what he has seen. Somebody who went to Laban's house and worked for him for 7 years to just marry. These are marriages. How did Isaac marry again? His father. How did Isaac marry? Isaac married because a servant went to bring a wife for him. Short period of time. Are we together? Isaac is the father of Jacob. Isaac is the son of Abraham. Is it making sense now? Is it making sense now? The Bible says when Abraham wants to die, he called one of his elders' servants. He said, swear to me that you go and take women from so tribe, my people's tribe, and give to my son. The son sword and all of that. And he went, he brought his, the Bible says he met who? Rebecca, right? Now he went and saw, the Bible said, he who prayed in his heart, as soon as he get to the well, the first person that will agree to give me water to feed this my camel, let it be the one, the God of my father, or the God of my master, please help me here. And suddenly Rebecca came. He did all of those things. He went to Rebecca's house. He told them about Abraham and all that the Lord had done to Abraham, his master, and they agreed, and he bundled the wife and came and gave to who? Isaac. And Isaac began to marry short period of time. But this is who we now say is blessed. This is who you refer to that stole the blessing of Esau. Yet he is still struggling every day. Some people here, you are a destiny child. They do not know. Even everywhere you go to, there is a prophetic word released on you. But trust me, the life you are living now, there is nothing to write home about. You are just like Jacob. They told you that you've taken blessings and birthright, but you are still running like a thief. Even a slave is better than you. You can imagine that with all the blessing, he struggled 7 years to marry. Am I talking to somebody right now? And I thought after that 7 years, that would have been the all. The Bible says after the 7 years, he still got another wrong answer. Maya Baladaya. Shakabaya. How do we explain this? How do you explain this? 7 years to marry. I did not sit down and waited for 7 years to pass. He worked every day of 7 years. He did another 14 years. How many life does he want to live? How many age? When he realized those two pains, how he went through in the hand of Laban, his father-in-law, how he went through in the hand of his brother Esau that he stole his birthright, how he saw himself running from home 14 years ago. His father was wealthy, but he cannot return home because his brother will kill him. He said, listen to me, if you dislocate this one, compared to the pain that did not give me reward, it's better to take this one home. Am I speaking to somebody right now? Some of you, you are ashamed of the little time that people will mock you because you follow God or because you are devoted in church compared to the other pains, unless you have not really seen pain yet. Compared to the other pain, sometimes there is what we call substitution method. There's what economy students here, opportunity cost. Am I speaking to somebody right now? You know opportunity cost? Eh? Economy student, talk to me here. Eh? That you pick this based on demand, highest preference, scale of preference. So listen, I don't know many things. If I've realized 40 years I wasted, and I've been running up and I break the waist, dislocate the knee, I go nowhere until you bless me. Imagine a man like that, still conscious of time. I'll stay too long in this prayer. You have not suffered yet. You have not been pained yet. If you will not use your pain to become a ladder, if you will not put your pain as a ladder, that means you have not pained to a point. Listen, can I say something? Can I say something? Usually at the end of every pain is a version of a man that he cannot with his own clear eye achieve. At the end of every pain is a version of a man that his natural mind cannot have achieved. You see those problems you are passing through? You've not seen the pain that will change your mind. You've not seen a pain that will automatically. The Bible said it was when the pain of the Egyptian increased that they cried out. Am I speaking to somebody right now? There are pains. Don't go around and just waste all your pains. Create a basket. Create a basket and begin to feed them up with your experience. Pain on number one. Pain on number two. You are not throwing them away. Bygone will not be bygone. Don't say let bygone be bygone, man. I need every one of them to become a brick. A brick. The Bible says the stone that the builders have rejected has become the chief cornerstone. Don't throw your experiences of pain away. Gather them together. Let there be a brick that you lay on top of each other that forms a building and a wall and an edge around you. See what those bricklayer does? They brick one after the other. Those experiences should be those brick. Those block. It would be stupid of you to throw them away and say, well, it has moved on. It has not moved on. A lesson you do not learn today, and God is interested in that lesson, you will learn it no matter how long it takes. God is patient. It is you that have time to finish. His time does not finish. The people that do not their God. How do you know your God? This is where I preach. How do you know your God? How do we know God? Pastor, if you are saying that all that you are preaching, it should not be all that I know about God, then how do I know God? The more I know you, is the more I want to know you. Jesus. More of you. The more I know you, is the more I want to know you. Jesus, Makabayada. How do you know God? Number one is to totally submit your life. Is to totally submit your life. Pastor! Apostle, sir, I have submitted my life. I gave him when I was a child. I gave my life to God when the pastor called for altar call. I gave my life. Okay. Don't give him. Go and submit it. This your giving you take back every 2 seconds. You may have not said, give me back my life, but what do you do every day? Do you spend money you don't have? This life, the way you are living it now, if it is not your own, would you live it like this? If it is not your own, you will not live it like this. But because it's your own life, you carelessly live it, unconsciously live it, You don't think, because it's your own, no, you think you have right over it. I came to submit to you this morning that you need to give or submit your life to Christ. It may not be a popular opinion, but in this kingdom, you will never know him until first of all have your life. You will never own, you will never know him unless he has your life. You will never know him unless you have your life. Some of you think you will escape all that you escaped 2024. I pray you really escape them. But it is not by just changing your friends, it's that you submit your life. I bought some appliance this year. What they said to me, said he has 2 years warranty. I said, okay. Say, but. He said, there is 2 years warranty. He said, but keep the carton. I said, eh. Say, yes, keep the carton. I said, why? He said, it's the carton that gives you the liberty to bring it. So when we are unboxing them, we are keeping. People like, you can see it's the carton. I said, I can use them. It's the equivalent to the mating. If the thing is 100,000 naira, the carton is 300,000 naira. Both of them make up the 100,000 naira. Am I speaking to somebody like that? So it is 50,000, 50,000, making it 100,000. That's how I see it in my head. I say, keep them. Did you submit your life? Did you submit your life? Share what part of your life did you submit? Some of you, all you said was saying it. Lord, I give him my life. I give him my life. I give him my life. I submit it in Jesus' name. I pray. Amen. You said it is different from submitting it. When they say wife, submit, they didn't say tell your husband. They said do it, show it. Submit to your husband. Submit to your husband. Do you go and tell your husband, yeah, man. Anyway, I submit to you. Is there anything submissive in that statement? Huh? Foolish man, he goes. I submit to you. Is there still honor in that statement? This is what we do. The Bible says they honor him with their lips, but their heart is far. It's far. It's far. You submit your life. At the corner, you are still keeping 4 boys. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 boys. You submit your heart. The way you actually say, Papa, tell them. Me that have only one, think I don't understand. But the way you are treating that your only one, if they treat you, I didn't say daughter now because you don't even know what it is. A man that has not produced, don't tell him that what is. He doesn't have an idea of what daughter look like. You see that thing you used to deceive boys and tell them that the way you are treating me now, if they treat your daughter like that, how does he access? Somebody had not been able to understand. He said, you are calling daughter. He's not born before. Check them. Ask them here now. When you buy car, what will happen? I'm not allowing anybody to badge it. The people that badge you think they do not talk like you. The people that scratch their car, you think they do not talk like you. Wait until you have. Are we together right now? Yes. What will you do when you have your first 1 million naira? I will just go first. I will rush in one hotel and the rest. If you remember the way you have it, you will not see that one. That thought is because you've not done it before, you've not received it before. True of us. The process will shake your head. You will say like, I was foolish. How many of you got angry with your parents growing up for them not buying you certain things that you saw? Okay, if you were like me, who if you like a tea, you want to finish eating it and be tired of that tea, raise up your hand. If you are like me, that you saw something, like for example, an ice cream. Maybe the ice cream is far. Maybe a kind of food or something like, I don't know. Okay, let's go for suya, right? I think no child will tell me he ate suya for his satisfaction. I don't think so. Did you eat to your satisfaction? If you have eaten to your satisfaction when you were young, raise up your hand. So that is the best example. Now, do you know, sometimes you just wish your father goes and collects his salary and just go, then no, and just shatter 20,000 naira suya and say, my son, I want you to eat and forget suya. Today is the end of suya. I want you to eat and forget about it. You will eat it and be running from it. If I when you hear su, you are fly. Before they will complete it, yeah, you have gone. And you if you have those kind of thoughts in your head, raise up your hand. Maybe not suya, have certain kind of food. Okay. You've grown. Go and buy it now. Sit down in the floor. We want big bowl. Buy 40,000 naira suya. Buy. Nobody will flog you. Do you believe me now? Eh? Do you still take permission from your parents to buy now? Buy now. Go and buy. You start hearing statement like, God forbid. God forbid. What will I use suya to do? If you have chance to tell suya man, give me 15 naira own, let me just know what I'm doing. I'm not even because the money doesn't come easy anymore. Do you guess what I'm saying now? So what does that tell you? You are now free, but the things you demanded, you don't want to do them again, even if you are free now. What does that tell you? The procedure or the way you got the money has changed your perspective about the way you spend the money. So when you tell people and tell them that the way you are doing now, they do your daughter like that, he has not given birth. It's like you years ago. If you have chance, you can remote your father to say, spend 40,000 naira on this clothes for me. I will hate clothes from now onward. You would have done it, true of us. So imagine you telling about management, about saving ahead. Some of you were just concerned. No, be Gary, we get for your soup there, so and the rest. So mommy get shop now. Mom get the shop, they go and they will tell you there is a tick off future, there is a tick buy land and the rest. You were okay with the rent. And this is our house right now. You could see where your eyes and act you are. But today, you have grown here. Go and buy that same thing now. You are no longer because if you remember the procedure in acquiring that money, the urge to buy has died. So don't make that mistake and say, the way you are treating me now, if they treat your daughter like that, he don't born. Does he know what it means to have a daughter? It's equivalent to someone that the way you are doing me like this now, if you have PhD, what will you do with it? It don't really reach like that. So those of us that have never got to first, how do you know what it means to be like or to carry first? Imagine asking advice from me. Then, Alpha, what do you think I will tell you? Read. Two of us. Ask the one that carry first. Say that don't just read. What you are saying in class matters. Meanwhile, I say read. Because it look right to the advice. Two of us. There are people who advise you, they've not experienced it. Their advice is brave, common sense. Stay out of trouble. What do you mean stay out of trouble? Who is in his clear eye? But you have two trouble. Give me one. This period there's no trouble in my life. Who has in his clear eyes demanded for trouble? Sometimes I just see some parents who talk to children. I was like, is your children supposed to be dummy? As you're going to school, stay out of trouble. Who with his clear eye say, see trouble? Who with his clear eye does that? If you want to advise. If you don't want to advise, forget about it. Stay from bad friends. If you have bad friends here, raise up your hand. Okay, is your bad friend? If you have bad friend here, raise up your hand. Upon all the advice, you still have bad friend. Yes, you still, okay, you are the bad friend to her, and she is the bad friend to you. And you should not sit close to each other and look for another good person and one good person. Nobody will try. People will not agree that they are the. Who is talking about having bad friend? You are the bad friend. Nobody is talking about maybe that bad friend. No, we've always grew up and said, if you are here, you have that one friend that you always raise up your hand that there is only one friend. Who you be? How many of you have that one friend that does not stop talking? You keep talking. No. You always have everybody complete. Like, what category you now? You. Are you still with me right there? Are you still with me right there? Submit. Submit! A man that submit does not have a sale of his own. I am a man under authority, but regardless, I know who you are. I know who you are. Submit. This year, Even as a man of God, I submitted to God leadership. I submitted to the leading of. There are times one day out of anger, I post on my staff. I said, there is no day in this life that I don't get angry. No day. That is how bad it is. No day I don't get, like, literally anger. Not I'm saying that just speak offense. Like, no day they don't provoke me. Is it making more sense now? No day. There are days that I look at people critically like this, and they think that I'm just thinking of what to tell them. No, I'm allowing Jesus to calm me down. I have a lot to say. I know what to say, but Jesus will not want to say it. There's one practical thing we do in scripture in all those days, is that this thing you are saying now, will Jesus say it? It looks very childish and we laugh about it and the rest, but you now ask yourself as an adult. There are days that I get angry. I lost something from my principal years ago. So they had a remedy to avoid curse. You know, you the mad, you the crazy, you know what I'm saying, right? He has a remedy to avoid curse. I carry that remedy also because there are people that will provoke you. You will not know when you will curse them. True of us. So I can just look at you and say, look at your face like blessed man. What is it before? Sometimes you're just saying something out is your tense. You look at your face like blessed man. It's not blessed man. Marvelous, right? Just get it. Look at your face like marvelous. See, wait. Okay, destiny, right? Okay, it's obvious. Now I know why he's a bad friend. See, where I just twitched the whole thing. Now it's obvious. Destiny, right? Look at your face like destiny. They're doing like destiny. Did I say anything out of context? It is not the high nature you say that matters. It is what you said. You will be judged by what you said. Sensitive gone down. Sensitive gone down. A man that is submitted is knowing that he's going to give account. He knows he gives account. Peter submitted his life. After certain years, he was able to do things he could not do. You can't tell me that you submit your life and you are not getting it right in your dating. You are not getting it right. You are not submitted yet. See, with all honesty of heart, as beautiful and handsome all of you are now, if you will walk up to me and you will like, sir, Apostle, I want to marry this other wonderful person like me as well. The first thing I will ask is that, have you both given your life? Because I don't trust what you call beautiful and not being beautiful. And once you are in Christ, you are beautiful. Am I speaking to somebody right now? Am I speaking to somebody right now? I will ask, do they love God? Because sometimes when a man will deal with you, when a woman will deal with you, it may not be dealing with you physically, exchanging of blows and abusive reaction and the rest. But when people meet you, there is a way you get frustrated with. Even to say your name in public, you lack confidence. If a man does not have a relationship with God with full boldness, lead him. He will not treat you right. Oh, you think it's always all the time? Huh? You think it's always all the time? You hear me talk about my wife every time like that. You think it's always like that? No. That day she get me upset. When you hold the mic, you tell them, the day I hope you accept you. Let me finish my own first. That day, you know, when you judge, there's a way we judge as a human being. No, I was talking with her. Hear the judgment now. This just a fabricated judgment. I was talking with her and I told her, why did you sit here? She now said, why are you telling me to sit here? You know how you might be judged. Like, that was not how it happened. To make now. Somebody's did you get what I'm trying to say right now? Look at the way I'm explaining my part in the story. You know, I told her, why are you sitting here? Did I really say that? I didn't say it to that nation. In order for you to get reasonable understanding of where I am in that conversation, I said, why are you sitting here? Look at the way I will not portray her in the story also. She now said to me, why do you tell me to sit here? She did. Maybe she said that word. Why are you telling me to sit here? No, he will not say it calmly like the way he said it. He's going to say it in a way I like, really? She's a bad woman. Is that not how it happens when we judge? Is that not how it happens when we judge? So when you hold your mic, you tell them, your upper, let me say my upper. She offends me, yes. But guess what? Not even because of her. Oh, yes. Not even because of her that I will ignore. I will ignore because of God, though. Yes. The forgiveness she enjoys every day, I promise you, 80 to 90% is not because of her. If see, I would have asked you, are they married people yet? See, if you think you have patience, wait till you enter marriage. How many of you have me on status? Huh? You have me on status, right? If you have watched my status before, you will not see me post good side of anything, no. I'm on my own. Somebody will come to me, you are eating well, oh. I see your wife posting. I say she posts, she's the one eating it, don't include the inside of it. Say she posts here, you do, thank you for enjoying, and everything. I said, no, just leave it there. Who posts is the one you ask. Don't ask me about it. Am I speaking to somebody right now? If I use my real self, I don't like quarrel. I don't like violence, oh. But if I allow the way anger sometimes enter inside of me, sometimes you will get to that point. I'm not saying that it's a swear or something. I'm saying that there is a point whereby people will not see your point. And that is another point again. That people will not see your point. And you know, even devil know that your point is good. But their own point will not agree with your point. What do? They will so. Have you boy? Oh, you remember Jesus? One day, something she did. She wasn't around. The thing pay me. I just went and started reporting her to God. Lord, this thing is not right. Lord, this thing is not right. In tears. And I said, Lord, this thing is not right. So, if you still have a right, it means you are really on your own. Caretaker. You are a personal caretaker. But when you submit before God, even for you to tell people, ordinary you will succeed. Sometimes you need to be gathered in the spirit. Because if you are not gathered in the spirit, that is your deliverer. That is your Moses. Am I speaking to somebody right now? A man that submits doesn't take action anyhow. Doesn't. Have you submitted before God? Have you totally submitted to God? Some of this music you hide secretly to play is a reflection that you have not submitted. Why feed a body that is not your own? Why enjoy music that is not your own? I'm not saying that you are enjoying someone's music. I'm saying that play music to a body. Sometimes if you are very, very advanced, before you give another man's child food, you take permission from his parents. I'm talking about children. I beg, you're picking one to man give her. Like, I'm willing to give, but I am your body, this is how you are at a corner. Play that, increase the volume. In somebody's body that you submitted years ago. 2 days ago, you submitted that your life to Christ. You are using to do. You will pay. It's no longer you will soon pay. There are things that sometimes I hold my phone and I screw. And I hear somebody talking, I screw pass. The way you pass, you pass 2 more extra innocent posts. Did you get that kind of speed? Submit. Father, I give my all. Lord, I give you my all. I give you my heart. Pashanda Bayada. I give all to you. I give all to you. One day I remember. See, listen, this thing you call man of God and whatever you think you know yourself. It doesn't work like that before God, though. I remember one day like that, I was in the program and I was telling God, what should I do? It's a very rare occasion in my life. Like, I am so confused. Years ago, as a student, this is even a man of God at that point. This is one that led the fellowship. I was so confused with life. And I hear God saying to me, come and submit.